Boom. Hey, yo, what's up? And welcome to my corner of the internet. So I've waited a little bit of a while to talk about this anime today. And the reason why I waited is because I wanted to give it its proper chance. I wanted to take my time. And this anime is one of those animes that come in, do what they're supposed to do. They give us a great concept, a great aesthetic. They follow through on a lot of their notions, and they have a clear message to say, and it feels as though everything was united. The writing, the storytelling, all sorts of different things came together, and we are now getting this great production that, at best, is doing everything in unison, and we get to appreciate it. And this anime that I'm talking about is Maha Shoujo, Magical Destroyers. So other than having such a banger of an opening, this anime is 12 episodes of a consistent showcasing of a concept, a goofy idea, following through with just making a story interesting, compelling, and able to stand alone. Last season, we had a lot of different animes that were definitely noticeable, could definitely overshadow other animes, but this anime had a great vision for itself and stood alone for me. This anime was beautiful, it was cool, it was funny, it was goofy, and I enjoyed watching it, and I felt like I was experiencing something that was a little bit different that made me happy to watch week to week. So regardless of that, this was created by Jun Inagawa, and it was animated by Biburi Animation Studios. And basically we follow Otaku Hero, who leads the resistance. So Japan's government basically outlaws otakus, and they are now hunting them down. It's basically been orchestrated by this villain group called SSC, and they want to get otakus off the streets. They want you anime nerds, all sorts of different otaku nerds off the streets. This is an action fantasy. Otaku Hero has 3 magical girls. This is 12 episodes. This anime was everything to me. It was so cool. That opening is tough, and you can obviously guess which was my favorite part of the opening. It had such a consistent vision. It was just so fun. And it had a consistent message. The message was everyone should be allowed to like what they like and be obsessed with what they like. And I'm saying that over and over again because it's hammered home throughout the anime that we should all be able to like the things that we enjoy and be the people who we want to be, as long as it hurts and bothers nobody else. And of course it's going to be weird because, like, why is someone obsessed with, like, the military, stuff like that? There's all sorts of stuff that is just like, why are you obsessed with that? But at the end of the day, as long as you don't bother nobody, you should be allowed to be you. And this anime had that message always plastered at the forefront, besides its dirty jokes, besides its keen anime humor that is unique to just anime. This anime just tried to make sure to give everyone a chance to express themselves the way they wanted to express themselves. And that's what we got. There was a lot of anime references. There was a lot of really good jokes. I love the humor that was displayed throughout each of these anime episodes, and I love the goofiness, the randomness. It felt so incredibly enjoyable to watch this because it had this edge. It had these symbols that were combined within it that were definitely, like, the intro definitely tells us some things. The pieces that are throughout the entire story, I love how the plot is strung together. A lot of different things this anime did was not unnoticed to me. It felt so much more entertaining and fun, and it had this sad, almost just it just gave me these feelings of like, oh my god, I've missed anime like this that just come out, be their own thing, and really tell me something, really have fun with something, have a consistent message. And this was probably my favorite anime of last season, at least one of them.
Look, 食えるものはないんだ。何にも。
And we have Otaku Hero, who goes through different emotional states, has to deal with being the leader of the resistance, coming back and standing for something, standing for his likes and wants, and being able to lead other people. And then the jokes of all the other otakus and how otakus are otakus, but they're standing up for something. They're not being the losers of the country. And I loved a lot of the jokes. I love the use of the magical girls and each of their personality types that were totally unhinged and unnecessary in a lot of the activities that they did. This anime was just fun, and I know the studio had so much fun creating all of this because there's such a consistent vision. There's such a visual language that was used that everyone seemed to understand the assignment and understand what we were creating here. And it shows how the intro and the opening goes from this great anime intro that's pretty average, but is animated with such care, just licking the fruit off her fingers, and then go into this distortion, this almost violent, deep fried nature. And it's so cool how it mashed so many different ideas into one, and it just did it all wonderfully. It's very rare that you get an anime that is able to be so one note. And not one note as in it doesn't have any other things interesting about it. Interesting in that this anime seems to all align with itself. From the outro, the intro, from the very things that we're seeing episode to episode, and the music choices, the sound design, it all just made sense. It had this sad undertone to it, but it was also the great adventures, and it was incredibly emotional towards the end. It had a pretty good freaking ending, man. This anime was genuinely a joy to watch, and I can't recommend it to you even more than I already am, because this was a good anime last season, and it came out of freaking nowhere. And Biberi Animation Studios, I looked up a good bit of the things that they worked on. They're not half bad in what they're doing, I'll give you that. This anime is a great recommendation, and I hope you freaking watch it. It was one of the best animes to come out last season. So, if you've never watched Mahou Shoujo Magical Destroyers, and you're in for a bit of a ride, because this is a cool anime, it's a vibe, it's different from what we normally see, even though it takes a lot of the things we normally see and plays with them and has a lot of fun. There was no drop off episode to episode. The conclusion was not some random whatever. It was genuinely a story that followed through and had a consistent aesthetic, and I'm such a fan of that. So please check this out. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and take care and be well. Peace.